updated from our platform. So this morning we have a lot of things we'll be looking at, a lot of things we'll be diving into this morning. Some of which have to do with the recent saga in Lofa County, the joint security statement, and this morning we'll also on our first segment we would like to be discussing going into our opinion pool we promised you on yesterday for district number 10, Maserado County. But first of all, let's look at this. Justice Minister for our training issue this morning, uh, Liberia Justice Minister has shown peaceful election, warned the eruption of peace. Is warning us not to disrupt our peace. Every political party, whoever you are, you have been advised not to destroy our peace, not to temper our peace. Our peace remain the most important thing right now. Okay. And this one say the National Election Commission rejects election rigging claim. Okay. I take this again. The National Election Commission of Liberia rejects election rigging claims. The National Election Commission has said its attention has been drawn to the article in the Liberia Observer newspaper and circulated on social media attributed to former Liberia Information Minister. So get yourself a copy of Front Page Africa and you will know exactly what they are trying to talk about there. But they're telling you that the claim making a Daily Observer newspaper about breaking election is wrong. And they are calling on all Liberians to remain peaceful in this process. Swedish ambassador to Liberia urge young voters to be ambassador of democracy. This is for October 10. I take this again. The Swedish ambassador to Liberia urge young voters to be ambassador of democracy. How do you be ambassador of change? So this is the big question. Who instigated the FOIA violence? UP, CDC, trade blame him. Condemnation from local international organization. So this one is telling us that whoever instigated the violence in FOIA Lofa County, UP is also claiming that the CDC did it. CDC claiming that UP did it, and the blame trade continues. But what is important that all of us condemn the incident that took place in Foya, Lofa County. So get yourself a copy of the Front Page newspaper, the Front Page Africa newspaper, and you will know exactly what we are talking about. Okay. Liberia CPPL Sana Cummings called on Liberians to give President we a rare card. Park the sport card in the garage. Okay, that is some of our training issue this morning. On our deck, we take a short break to be right back. And this morning, there are a lot of things we will be talking about. And if you following us, you have for our training issue this morning, we want to bring you happiness in a print media. Let's bring you a few things that we want to talk about this morning. But this morning, we have the incident from Lofa County. And as we talk about it this morning, we want to read a part of that. A part of that story quickly. Let's see what this story have to say. This morning, I want us to look at on the front page of this newspaper. You see the fire incident where a motorcycle is being burned to ashes, and this police escorting this civilian, and there's a body laying here with the face cover because the newspaper cannot carry it like that. So on Friday, September 29, 2023, the time of 4 noon for it Tranquility was shaken by violence as clashes between supporters of the Unity Party and the Coalition for Democratic Change left at least 2 persons dead and several injured. This incident has raised concern about the upcoming legislative and presidential elections in 2023, deepening political tensions that have gripped the nation. Foya is the hometown of the Unity Party standard-bearer, former Vice President Joseph Walker. Both political parties has accused each other of instigating the attack, creating a further rift in the already our fragile peace is already hinking. So we don't want these things happening around here. So this morning we all want to add our voice to international partners, the joint security, and all of those, making sure that our country is safe, to condemn this act. We condemn it in its full swing. Also, in other development this morning, Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai has continued his campaign trail. Former Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai, sorry for that. Uh, that name used to offer some time, but sorry for the error. He's in Lofa County currently. Lofa County making his round there. He's making his round right now because he won the Liberian people to elect him come October 10. And some of the campaign messages since carrying out there is just simple. Elect me, and I will give you what you want. This government will give you kuch. These are some of the message. I'm on the Unity Party page right now, updating you, and we want ourselves to be a part of every political happenings. This is a photos here from the Unity Party camp. You can go on the page and see for yourself. This is the statement. They said this was 17 hours ago. It's also from the election, it's to the election commission. Sorry. Today we deliver our communication to the National Election Commission, raising apprehension about NEC decision not to punch voter registration card after the casting of ballots. UP believe that this decision by NEC will give rise to electoral fraud and will undermine the credibility and integrity of the election. We are calling the attention of national, international electoral stakeholders, ECOWAS, the U.S. Embassy, moreover Liberia, to probe into this matter. This letter is addressed to Madam Devietta Brown Lasana, the chairperson, National Election Commission. And this reads, Dear Madam Brown Lasana, I hope this letter found you well, but I must emphasize the gravity and urgencies of the matter at hand. The United Party is deeply concerned about the decision of the National Election Commission not to purge voter registration card, VR card, after voting during the upcoming October 10, 2023 legislative and presidential election. In keeping with September 10, Section 7 of the voting step of the polling and counting manual for staffs. They said this decision has raised significant apprehension within our party and the broader public regarding the authenticity and the integrity of the electoral process. So if you want the process to be free, fair, and transparent, Unity Party is still making a claim that at the court currently, pushing the agenda and making sure that what's supposed to be discussed is discussed. Shortly, we want to go over to the microphone to okay. We continue from where we seated. So this is the statement from Unity Party, and they're calling on the NEC to do everything possible as per their manual and their guide to make sure that this election is free, fair, and transparent. And we brought to you earlier that Madam Devietta Brown Lasana is dismissing all claims that this election will be rigged, that this election will be marked with fraud. And they are telling the public that the election has not been held and there is no intent of cheating. So I think this whole raking process is the one that uh, triggering the violence across the country. So if for instance, I'm a political party, I'm using myself as an example, I'm a political party, and my colleague is also a political party, and we both going to a free, fair, transparent process. What we want is honesty. What we want is integrity. If I have a question and I feel that I will be cheated in this process, I think my question should be addressed by the proper authority that that is handling the whole process. Okay, so I think this is Unity Party own fear that their request they're making when it comes to the voter roll and all these things they want in the public should be made public. But I'm told that the National Election Commission is putting all card on board to do these things. So also this morning we have uh something we want to look at on our first talking point. It has to do with the joint security statement yesterday uh, on the saga in Lofa County. We all know that there's an incident that took place in Lofa County where people lost their life, and there are a lot of things that happen, and no one can come out to tell you this party is responsible, party X or party B. Why? Because we are not clothed with the authority to do that. So what we can give you is information surrounding what happened. So we have the Joint Security Voice this morning. Let's hear from them. Then we analyze. But firstly, we would like to bring you the Minister of Justice, Musa Dean voice first. Let's bring you that voice.
The Joint Security condemns in the strongest terms the violence which occurred on Friday, September 29, 2023, in Foya, Lofa County. Preliminary investigation has confirmed that the violence, which led to 2 deaths, the wounding of several persons, and vandalism, was the result of clashes between individuals identified as an election must represent a peaceful process by which citizens choose their leaders. We express our condolences to the families and relatives of those who lost their lives. The Joint Securities Special Investigation Team on Election Violence has arrived in Foya, Lofa County, and has since commenced investigation into the incident of Friday, September 29, 2023. Those found culpable shall face the full weight of the law. People must be made to understand that when they break the law, they will be held accountable. The Joint Security, following a comprehensive review of its election security plan, has commenced the deployment of law enforcement officers throughout the 15 counties of Liberia ahead of the Tuesday, October 10, 2023 elections. The officers being deployed, led by the Liberia National Police, are in addition to those already stationed in the counties. We wish to assure everyone of adequate security. We provided security during the voters' registration exercise. We are currently providing security to presidential candidates and to campaign rallies to ensure that candidates campaign freely.
He also warned against hate speeches, especially from the media and those young political figures recently in our country to make sure that your social media is free from hate. So he talk about that also. So let's bring you that audio.
We continue to caution against incendiary, inciting, and violent rhetoric being delivered online, in the print and electronic media, and in our communities. Deliberate misinformation, disinformation, fake news, hate message, extreme militancy, both in dress code and deportment, as some of the young people in political parties continue to pose a deeply concerning challenge. Those who incite violence are as guilty as those who commit the actual acts of violence. We urge those having grievances regarding the conduct of the elections to direct their grievances to the appropriate court of law and not seek to settle them in the streets. Under our law, an aggrieved individual cannot be a plaintiff, judge, jury, and executioner. Law enforcement is prepared and willing to work with members of the public in preserving the peace. The men and women in uniform are your friends. They are trained to respect and protect you. We ask that you also respect them as they represent the rule of law. Law enforcement and the public must work together collaboratively and supportively. Notwithstanding law enforcement's willingness to work with the public in preserving the peace, no one has a right to disrupt the peace. Anyone or group thinking otherwise must reconsider. We caution members of the public not to test the resolve of the joint security. Any attempt by anyone to disrupt the peace will be met with the full force of the law.
Okay, you heard for yourself. You heard for yourself this morning. So this morning is up to you to analyze what he just said. But before that, I want to make my own point on what he said. So I don't want you to only follow your political party press releases, because most of these things when it happened, like yesterday when it happened, CDC came up. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, they came up with a press release. Jefferson Kochi called a press conference, and Unity Party came up with a press conference as well. As a supporter of CDC or Unity Party, we urge you not to only listen to your political leaders. It's good to listen to your political leader sometime, but what is important in this situation right now is to also listen to the joint security, because, like I can tell people in this country, the incident that happening around us from this whole election, starting with what happened in District 10, what happened in the district when people, CDC and the Unity Party, what happened in Cape Mount, what happened in Nima, now what happened in Foya. All I keep saying is that we all, as we are custodian of the peace in this country, even the hate messages uh, Minister Dean is talking about, the hate messages on Facebook is not written by those political leaders. No, the political leaders are not the one writing these messages. We are the same Liberians writing these messages. So this morning, I want you to look at it like this. In case of any violence, God forbid, we're not praying for violence in this country. Nobody wants violence. But in case this thing escalates, do you think 1990 war, 2003, all the war we have, the April 6 war, the bullet that were flying the streets of Liberia, were they picking and choosing between Charles Taylor supporter or the government forces or whoever that were fighting? You think they were choosing? No, the bullet don't pick and choose. The bullet you see flying in the street don't have eyes to see. They don't distinguish human being. I will tell you, bullet don't distinguish human being, and that magic you using to hurt somebody with the colors or any weapon you using. You just the force using it. You the one can distinguish. But that magic cannot distinguish who you hating at that time. Now why even if you try to hurt yourself with it, it will hurt you. Even being a custodian of that weapon. So if you want to make peace in this country, I always tell people, if this country will leave from where it is to a better one, the reason we're talking about this issue this morning, talking about it continuously, is because the decision we make today, we just one more week, next week Tuesday is election. Why can't you keep all your differences? I was in a keke coming from Fena yesterday. I got at red light. Party A and Party X were arguing. They were selling on the streets arguing. Party A said, this person you supporting don't have any logic. They don't have any information about politics. Party A said, why will you say that about my own candidate? You can't say that. All of a sudden, Party A jumped from behind her desk, came straight to Party X, started insulting, really series of insults, and even pushing the person in their face because of their own party. Is that how you want to sink your information, your campaign into people's head? You want somebody to support your candidate, yet you're hurting them. Do you think if you force, that person will want to support your candidate? I think what the joint security said is the best thing. And what is that? One, nobody should be the judge of what's happening right now. Stop posting and sharing violent messages. Stop inciting fear in the people. So I want us to start with the root cause, like front page Africa was talking about the root cause of all what happening. How will you get to the root cause of this problem if you don't know the beginning of this problem? That's the question. You cannot get to the root cause if you don't know the beginning of it. Okay? You have to know the beginning before you get to the roots of any problem in this country or anywhere around the world. If you think this country, everything you see happening, before I go to the joint security statement in front page Africa, I want to bring you this piece from NEC boss. We all know that everything is pointing to one thing. People feel that this election will be rigged. And if we trust Deviata Brown Lasana to conduct this election, and she's serving this position, I think the best thing we can do right now as Liberians is to be peaceful and listen to what she says. The election has not yet been conducted. No one has been announced winner. We all will be seated here, even if anyone is announced winner until the person is inaugurated and become president, we will be here. Liberia goes nowhere. Liberia remain supreme. So she said that the NEC call on all Liberians registered to go to the poll October 10th to vote and show that their vote will count as part of enhancing transparency of the voting process in this country. And she also ensured that the tally processes will be credible. And NEC urges all candidates, independent and those from political parties, to send their agents to their 5,890 polling places in the 2,980 precincts to take account of the polling and counting of votes at their polling places. At the end of the polling and counting, agents of candidates and political parties will sign the record of the count, attesting to accuracy of the process. Can you imagine? So come to think of it, if you even think about raking, how do you want people to carry on raking? How possible it is? Every political party, whether independent or political party, you will have a representative at every polling place for presidency. If let's take it step by step. If that for the county, Mosorado County, you will have for senator all the polling precincts in Mosorado County. The senatorial candidate will have their representative across the board. Unless now, maybe you don't have that person to fill the gap, but every polling precinct needs an observer. For the presidency, to all the polling places in this country, you will have to send your observer. Okay, now, what I want us to be focusing our energy on now is who we sending as observer. Who you send as observer has the tendency to give you honesty, because some people they are going to observe, they will not even be attentive. They will not want to follow the process. They will not want to know how the process is done. At the end of the day, when you call to ask for report, and our people were doing their own thing, they were doing this, they were doing that, how the information can circulate. So I'm recommending that you as a political figure or political party, maybe your leaders are not listening to us right now, but you represent your political party and you have voice in our political party. Right now, recommend to your political party to start training their observers to pay key attention to the process. I served as an observer before. I will explain the process to you right here. Okay? When you enter the polling precincts, you will be the first group of people on ground. When you enter, you go to where the ballot box is placed. They will empty where the ballot box will be put after the person vote. The cup will be empty. They will turn it around. You will see they will set the cup down. They will check the ballot paper as per their series number. You that serving as observer will write your series number down. The total voting, the ballot paper available, you will write a figure on your paper. This is the number available. Everybody coming to count their vote, When a person come, if you as an observer, you want to check, you say 1, 2, as the person leave, you mark it. As the person leave, you mark on your sheet. After all the voting process, you tally all those that voted. You keep your figure. From there, the election commission, those that have been trained to serve that day to work for NEC, will empty the ballot box in front of all the observers. Will empty that ballot box and they will open it one by one. If party A get 1, they put it at party A 1. Party B get 1, you put party B 1. You will count as per your series number, blah, 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 blah. Party A 1, series number, this and this and this. Party A 2. All will stay right down there. They will come to the representative candidate, the same process. Senatorial candidate, the same process. Then they will bring the tally sheet. All of you will check that figure together, check the voting paper, because when they count 1, they will put party A on a ballot box, 1 side, party B on a ballot box, 1 side, party C until the 20 presidential candidate finish. Then you will check it one by one. Party A on a ballot paper accumulated maybe to 15 votes. Party C ballot box accumulated to 16 votes until the 20 person finish. That figure will be what you would take and put on the tally sheet. After NEC has placed that on the tally sheet, all observers present will come to sign that tally sheet. After they come and sign that tally sheet, the journalists, they will be posted outside. That tally sheet will be posted on the wall. Before NEC observers leave that polling precinct that night, they will post it on the wall. That ballot box is taking it to NDC data collection center. They're not going to destroy it. Your observer coming to you with the figure you got. Party B observer going with the figure they get. My own observer coming to me. The journalists will call that preliminary result on the radio. That does not mean, or even Atali posted that does not, they know none of them clothed with that authority to pronounce anyone as winner. The only body clothed with that authority, the only people clothed from the instruction of the chairperson, Henrietta Brown Lasana, or anybody she called to announce result from the NEC Board of Chair. For representative, senator, but I show the presidency is usually done by the chairperson. If that tally does not count with what your observer has, and since they have the raw data, can they work there, request that particular polling precinct be checked? If they refuse, you know you have the court. Why are we not telling our supporters these simple steps? And we're only talking about raking. Raking is just not easy as you think it is. Because you know your observer will not be compromised. Apart from your observers, there are other observers in that room as well. The tally sheet has to be posted. So where is the fear building from? Where is the fear building from? This is for all political parties. There should not be any fear, like Henrietta Brown Lasana in the Joint Security has said. The Joint Security head, Justice Minister Councillor Frank Musa Dean, he has warned against who be election violator. And he's saying that they should not test our peace. That Liberian peace is resolved and should be protected. Someone point here now today, everybody crying, say this election will be rigged, this election will be rigged. Even the people in position are fearing. I heard somebody saying today, maybe the international community will just beg President Weah to let this whole election process slide off. Nobody begging anybody. This is your constitutional right. So the chairperson for the election commission, who is clothed with the authority to conduct election in this country, is telling you, go to the poll October 10th If you're voting for party A, vote for party A. If you choose to vote for party B, vote for your party B. At the end of the day, whoever wins, that person will be announced. Your vote will not be tampered with. Coming back now to the incident info, yeah. Why the Joint Security offer this strong statement to who be election violator. So this is the fact. I was telling someone yesterday that as by election law, if you have election violence, maybe where banners got destroyed, billboards or flyers, riot, and nobody got hurt, election commission can call party A, party X, the election hearing, you go there, explain yourself, or you have the dissatisfaction, you can do that. But in the case where left has been taken, the constitution is the constitution. No political party, whether party A or party B, should think that you will be judged as per a political party. No. That one thing that indict people in this country, that one thing that have the right to put you behind bar, that one thing that have the right to set you free. And that process is the code of law, which is governed by the Liberia Constitution. So if you feel like you will sit, make threats, or destabilize our peace, or you feel you can violate our electoral process, whether from which party you're from, forgetting to know that that party is not the only political party in this country, we are begging you to put Liberia first. Because where your own effort ends, where your own right ends, that's where another person's right begin. No political party is clothed with the authority to take lives in this country. I repeat, no political party is clothed with authority to take lives in this country. We condemn what happened in Lofa. We continue to tell you as a media institution. We call for a peaceful, transparent election. We are asking Liberians to govern themselves as they've always been doing, by making sure they put Liberia above all political parties, all standard bearers, all those you think you hold in high esteem are not greater than Liberia. So some of these things, when we come here to say it, people come here to attack us. So if this is the whole electoral process, where you have to go in the morning, people with empty bags, you will stay there, do the checking, will do the counting, and observer will have to put their affix their signatures on tally sheet be posted, preliminary result announced. How do you think people will come up and post tally sheet and go to NEC and change the figure? It's just not possible. That's why all political parties have their war room. From the very minute the polling precinct closes, your war room gets active at that time. Before that time, you finish doing your whole your data setup. Polling place, this send a figure to you. Because all of the 5,890 polling places in the 2,980 precincts, everyone for presidency has to send in their tally sheets. Your war room work now is to get your figure from that tally sheet corresponding with what your observer sent you. Remember, independent observer will be there. People that are representing any political party. You have the EU, the light of the ECOWAS. You have different countries that will just come in and media institutions. People will come to observe the whole electoral process. Especially districts that people have been making threats on. They have to observe and make sure that our election there is free, fair, and transparent. Whoever wins, take it. If anyone will sit in a confine and feel that Liberia will go back to the dark days, know that Liberians are resolved, to maintain her peace. And this time around, Liberians are not putting political party ahead of Liberia. This time around, Liberians are patient, very patient in making sure that peace is maintained. If you even get in vehicle these days, you get in car since the fire incident, people talking politics, you notice that other people will just keep quiet. People will just keep quiet. People will just keep quiet because everyone is afraid. Everyone wants this electoral process to be peaceful. Nobody want any problem in this country. None of us want it. If you think we want it, then try it. That's where the joint securities come in and they're telling you that they are prepared to maintain peace in this country. They are prepared. So we are calling on all Liberians to remain peaceful and distance themselves. We listen to the voice of that of Adama Dempster. I don't know if we can take that voice. Adama Dempster is one of the human rights advocates in Liberia. Of our joint statement on the incident from Foya, Adama was talking about what happened in Foya and also condemn what happened and call on all Liberians to remain peaceful. And the main thing they're not just condemning this time around is making sure that perpetrators are brought to justice. And we are told that there were 12 persons that got arrested and they are undergoing investigation. And this way, the investigation is simple for the Liberian National Police, so we're waiting for result as soon as possible. A very simple. People that were committing most of these crimes are on camera. It's very simple for you to arrest them. Arrest them. When you arrest them, like you are doing, it will now point out to who sent them, how it started, why it started. So this is the thing we need to do in this country right now. Now, not just for us to come up with statements, say we condemn, we condemn. No. Condemning is one thing. And like the police doing, that's the right thing. Get to the source of the problem, the root cause of the problem. If you find out you plant this tree that's just a parable for you, and this tree is not yielding fruit as you expected, and you feel that you need to solve that problem ASAP, the best thing you can do is to get to the root cause of why the tree is not bearing fruit. That's the same thing that happened. All the electoral violence, I don't want it to only trickle down to 4-year incident. No. This thing's been happening around us. It started with District 10, Cape Mount, Nima County, now Lofa. Unless these perpetrators are brought to justice, other people will think that is right. The same thing we can be talking about calling for the establishment of the War and Economic Crime Court. We're calling for it, people saying that we doing it because we against some certain people. This is the same reason. These are some of the reasons. If we feel this country will get better, we have to be accountable for what we have done. If people that did things in our country before has been prosecuted for them, I don't think people will be brave to continue doing what they're doing on camera. Okay? If people that quote unquote committed war crimes in the past were brought to justice and the War Economic Crime Code, like Mr. Dempster said, were established earlier, we wouldn't have what we're having today. where people would just willingly walk to their friend, grab them, and kill them. The fear now in Liberians is so much to the extent that you don't even see people. People don't want to engage in the politics anymore. What's the instance of engaging in the politics when the person you're supposed to have fun with, maybe the person bring their side of the story, you bring your own side of the story. Those same people are the one that will haunt you in case of tomorrow. So let's come to another talking point we have here this morning that have to do with the posting of violent messages on social media by politicians and journalists. We can't be talking about maintaining our peace, then you sinking battle cry that will trigger confusion. We can't be talking about maintaining our peace, then you lower your sound systems with insults for your competitors. Then you take it to where they will hear it and where their supporters will hear it and think that there will be no violence. We can't be talking about maintaining our peace when you go on social media page, Facebook, and insult other people, candidates. Know that those people too will come back. They will write and they will insult as well. These are the things that instigate violence. These are the things that instigate violence in our country. Let us distance ourselves from hate messages. No one, no politician has access to your voting card. Don't let yourself be used by politicians. Only you have access to that card. We're talking about crowd pulling. I put the largest crowd so and on our day, anybody temper with my resort. You put in the largest crowd, ANC put the largest crowd. UP put crowd as well. CDC put crowd. So crowd doesn't determine that you have won this election. So like I explained to you, for this election to be rigged, it takes a lot of guts. It takes you a lot of guts. It's just not possible that Liberia election will be rigged. How do you rig an election when you have observers that will be in the room observing one, and they have to affix their signature to tally sheets? You have series number that will be counted. You have to post that tally sheet at your polling precinct. Every political party have a war room. Do you expect that this government will rig that election? It's just not possible that election will get rigged. That's what the Director Brown Lasana, the chairperson of NEC, is telling you. Can go to the pool October 10 as a Liberian, cast your vote. I repeat, cast your vote for whoever you want to vote for. And she's ensuring, and she's making sure to assure you that your vote will be protected. Try the process and see first. You have not tried the process. You have not gone there. So I'm urging Liberians, whether sedition, Unity Party partisans, ANC, CPP, LPP, all of the political party, we have 20 presidential candidates right now, with one female, 19 male, 20 female for president. We are calling on you to talk to your supporters, to plead with your supporters to remain peaceful, law-abiding, govern themselves until October 10. October 10, after Liberians has cast their vote, you now left with one thing: the result. You now left with the result. If you feel disenchanted that the result didn't suit you, or the result is not in your favor, kindly go back to NEC, request that particular polling precinct where you feel you were cheated, that precinct be checked by you and your team in your presence. It happened with the case of Javon Smith in Riverside County. They went to the Supreme Court and they have to recount that ballot, and he still won. So if you feel you are cheated and your vote tampered with, you have the right to address that in the courts of law. Remember the justice system. When you go there, the lady that is on that justice poster, you see her face is star. She not know anyone. That's why recently we have the head of Supreme Court. You have she's being Gloria Scott is being investigated. So I don't think violence is the right way. From whichever party you from, if you noted for violence, this is the time you stop. Because you cannot continue tampering with our peace. You listen to the Joint Security Voice. ECOWAS gave her position. CDC gave her position, United Party as well. And we are also here telling you as journalists to remain peaceful in this process. Because if you don't remain peaceful, and if anything happened, remember Nigeria went to election just a month back, few weeks back. They accepted a result, they're living with it, whether they went to court, they still there, they did not have any chaos in this country. Sierra Leone, the same thing. Liberians, we are not resorted to going to the bush or to any African country right now. We're not going to our neighboring, any country right now. Because everywhere things are difficult, things getting difficult everywhere. Who do you think will open their arms to receive you this time around? Which African country you think will receive you after you fought for almost 11 years here? Without any reasons, these people helped you. You were in a country, you lived there for years. Came back trying to build your country. Then you allow yourself to be used by politicians to leave your country again. To go where? The country you run into themselves, they are faced with their own issues. Guinea have her own problem. Sierra Leone have her own problem. Ghana also have its own problem. Nigeria. So where are you going to the Atlantic Ocean? No, tell me, are you running next time to the Atlantic Ocean? Are you going to Atlantic Ocean? Because Guinea cannot be struggling to maintain her peace. Nigeria struggling to maintain her peace. Sierra Leone as well. Niger, we saw the coup happening there. All around us, there are so many issues we are faced with. And yet, you want to resolve to killing each other, to hurting each other, to insulting each other, to destroying this peace we have. Liberians, if all media institutions can just focus their effort in maintaining our peace right now, using the light of Adama Dancer verse, the Joint Security Voice, the European Union, ECOWAS, EU, all of them calling for peace. Because if anything happens, we don't have anywhere to go. We don't have anywhere to go. So NEC said that there is no claim. Nobody should point finger. They are not breaking any election. There will be no temper. Nobody will temper with that election. Nobody will. Your votes are protected. So, kindly go to the pool that day. Cast your votes for whoever you want to vote for. Walk outside. Come and sit home. Let the tally be done. And see if your vote will not count. That's where you will have issues. Because remember, you have a voting card. That will also be taken into consideration. You will not just enter the place randomly and say, I'm a Liberian, go vote. No. Everybody register. You will go with your voting card to go and cast your vote. When you finish casting your vote, your finger will be marked. Thank God this time around, the voting card is not paper. A computerized ID card. Even though we are going to do the same process of voting, but we also have leverage. Because technology is improving every day. So I'm calling on all Liberians to remain peaceful, remain focused, Put Liberia first. Do not put any political standard bearer above this country. So we will open the phone line shortly to get your own takes of what we're discussing this morning. If all of us can focus our energy on what we want when it comes to maintaining the peace of this country and put aside party sentiment, Liberia can get better. Okay? So let me announce the number. If you're following our online radio, call us on +231 776 848678 for WhatsApp. I repeat, if you are following our online radio, call us on +231 776 848678. Call us on WhatsApp. If you're following our landline, you want to call, if following our radio, you want to call us or our Facebook page, call us on 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Call us this morning and make your own take on what we're discussing. Call us this morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Bennett Jackson, and I do join you from station number 16.
Go ahead, Bennett.
Yes, I just want to tell you for the topic on discussion for us to maintain the peace. And now, in we can only maintain the peace when everything is going on right. But not where someone is seeing the reality, then they're trying to dodge it. Yeah, that way peace cannot be restored. Yeah. So in maintaining the peace, yeah, those that are behind the peace, yeah, also need to be right. So thank you there.
That's your point. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah. I'm Sonny BJ calling from TC14.
Go ahead, make your point, Sabri. How are you?
Okay. Yeah, that's what you were saying, pertaining the election business. Okay, for me, I would like to be an eliminated participation. Now I'm born 1981, I'm 41, I'm 42, we are going to 43. Okay, I just wore my t-shirt because I work out of time. I just wore my t-shirt. Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Okay, I wear my United Party t-shirt and I went out just because I just want to go play with dogs. On my way, I battled with those guys. You know, instead to insult my mother, I'm not even what to. I don't even know what to do. Look at it, excuse me. Look at it. What's the one he respect himself? He wearing that TV video or shirt. The man and excuse me, the man and I'm gonna do. They were before in numbers wearing the CBC t-shirt. I call all people. I say yes, you have to private car. I pass them my way. I don't even come to the guy. I didn't talk to them. Why say you insulting my mother? I beg you. Everybody came around and said, no, if you're tired, other guys came around and said, no, I beg you. I mean, having to. Well, I won't call for witnesses, so I won't for any problem to come here. I beg you, let's forget about it. So that's how it go. You know, the whole thing that happening around time here, they don't want to accuse the UP Palestine. But the citizens, they are far faulted. They don't want to be the cause of those things happening.
That's so your point. That's your point. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, too.
Okay, thank you. So keep putting in your calls on 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is James Stowe, calling from District 11.
Go ahead, James. Make your point this morning.
Yeah, I think I said it all. One of the most important things is that all these parties just say that because they have a crowd, so if they man a crowd, they will say they have the crowd, so they will win. And I'm telling you, trust me, after the election, there will be people that will go to court because they fear that they have a crowd and the crowd not put in the favor, so they have the number.
Okay.
But it's not the case. Election is not for crowd.
Thank you.
So you're already selling.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Upper Carwell.
What is your name?
This is Mr. Katrina.
Latina, go ahead, make your point.
Thank you ever so much. I've been monitoring your activities on radio always.
Oh, okay.
With respect to this ongoing electoral violence and other things, my sister, people like to look for public. Election is election. This time around, we are not explaining all of these things, and thank God today we are going through them. We passed almost 3 turns now, and we are going to the 4th turn. But yet, people like to claim that they will be cheated. Why will not go into the contest that you start crying foul? Let us go there. This is an electronic something that there's a new era, something that we went into. Have your people be posted to the center where you will be representing you. Because no currency will come out without anybody signing on it.
Okay.
And I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. But instead of start going around, people cheat me, people do that. People got to be very careful. This country, there are some other people, they just see the power should be together. The only way things can work. And that's what brought about this war.
Okay.
Because they felt Joe was a kind of human being. You're not supposed to be president, so it should be then. That what caused the problem here today with the kind of mess that we need today, my dear. Thank you.
That's your point. Thank you very much. Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, morning. How you doing?
I'm perfect. And you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm Onismo Daniel calling from Lokintown.
Go ahead, Onismo. Make your point this morning.
Yes, for me, from my own understanding here, this election that is about to be held, it's not something that will be having conflict among ourselves. The election is something that came up with process and rules of recommendation. So I don't sure that somebody is going to cheat this election.
Okay.
Who is going to win the election? The person is going to take in charge of the country.
Thank you.
But this rumor that going around that other people going to win the election, actually it's not fun because it can be the cause after the election for it to bring a noise in the country, you see. So my advice to the public, let them remain silent. By the grace of God comes up over saying we go to the ballot and see how best that we can elect the real president. Thank you.
That's your contribution. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Yeah. My name is Morris Jackson. I do join you from district number 16. Thanks for your topic on a discussion. Yes, I also in support of President we have re-election. Let me say this to all supporters of the reactions, join that we promise the international community and also our neighboring partners that we will make sure we maintain the peace of this land. I thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
It is James T. Bali calling from 24th Street.
Go ahead, James. Make your point this morning.
Yeah. First of all, I wanted to thank you very, very much, my daughter. I am chasing my 80.
Okay.
You see, to my children there in this republic, most of you, the people call outside there, they start calling you Zogo and things. We all human beings. Some of you even see the war. You just grew up, you're running here and there, having children by somebody, this and that. War is not good. Our little country is a peaceful country. It is a country that was independent by the Christian principle. That's why people come to this country. Most of them don't have documents to come here. They get here, they enjoy, they get whatsoever they want. Let us keep it that way. If you come outside there to make the BB people to know that you are voting for them, fine. When voting time comes, you vote, you go, you sit down. Don't go and tell your friends, say, you're lied to us, we'll do this. War is not good.
Thank you. That's
War is not good today. It's not good tomorrow. Like my daughter just said, you can't go to Sierra Leone. You can't go to Guinea. You can't go to Africa. You can't even go to Ghana. Because all of the people, they have their own problem. Liberia is a little peaceful country now. You can see how it packed. But you may not know that people from all walks of life are in this country now until you observe it by going out there to see the kind of people you come across.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you for having me. Emmanuel M. Pagenio, chairman of the International Cloud Association number 15, and leading chairperson of the People's Liberation Party.
Go ahead, go straight to the point.
Thank you for your elaboration and the wise saying you have given to the people of this country this morning. I equally want to join you to my comfort zone to encourage all Liberians that there is no politician above our country. We may all have our supporting sides, and as a matter of fact, I support the president re-election. You may support someone else, but we have to maintain the peace of the country because if we don't have peace, I won't be sitting where I'm sitting calling on this platform, and the journalist wouldn't be where she or he is, conducting radio programs in the morning. So I think we should maintain the peace of this country. If there is any harassment, those people who have money, they're going to fly the family out of this country, and you and I are going to be left to the detrimental, crimes that war produced in our country. I was a kid during the war. I didn't leave this country. We know what happened. We know the kind of heinous crimes against humanity that was committed in this country. We can't afford to see, the years of what happened. We can afford to see the past, and we cannot explain our individual things themselves during the war because the war brings up bad memory, and we don't want to, resuscitate those memories. All we can say is that we should engage the process democratically. It is anti-democratic to go against your friends brutally. I will even lead to his or her death. I think this should not be encouraged above all the laws that say that we should value life, because life is given by God.
Thank you. That's your point. Thank you. We still taking calls this morning. Call us on 0770907907, 0880907907. If you want to call us on WhatsApp, I announced the number earlier. Call us on +231 880698840. Call us on WhatsApp as well and be a part of this program. So we're still taking calls this morning. Put in your calls and be a part of this conversation. If you feel that you don't want peace, you don't love peace, then find a little closet, go and be there until after this election. But what we want right now is for our country to remain peaceful. Lofa County is part of Liberia. Don't think that if you go there and commit a crime and cause chaos, that you will not be prosecuted. No, you will be. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, ma. Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from? Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is David Akil, calling from Central Morovia.
Go ahead, Dibida.
Yeah, Mama. I want to apologize to the people that wouldn't vote dying over there, to the people from what they are not telling sorry.
All right.
I apologize to them because, they think in our country,
Okay.
yeah, we pray for peace because we are a peaceful man. We don't want problem in body with the money. Yeah, we are relaxing, looking at them, want problem. Pray God for peace. So, yeah, preaching peace. Because our president will get up. Peaceful man.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is David. I'm calling from Central Morovia. My first time calling on the radio. Yeah,
Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support. Thank you very much.
Yeah, take care, yeah.
All right, brother. Okay, we still taking in calls this morning. One of the Liberians we have that follow this program is also calling for the maintenance of our peace, making sure that we don't engage into violence. Trust me, the incident that took place in Foya, whether you from Unity Party, you from CDC, you from ANC, this is something that instill fear in all of us. All of us. I had the opportunity to interact with one person. He was like, Party X is not wrong. So I asked him, I said, is it about Party X or the life that lost that day? Good morning.
Morning, what's happening, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead. Make your point.
Yeah, I just want to extend my condolences to the family, but then all I've been listening to me, I want people to understand that I will forget about this kind of thing.
Don't mind politicians and create chaos for your friend, your country. Because when this thing happen, people run away and leave you and myself here in the struggle. Whether you for United Party, CDC, ANC, anybody you for, go and cast your vote. Forget about the violent part because Liberia is country of law. Anyone who calls this, you will not go unpunished.
Of course.
Will use the law to follow you to the end. So I'm talking to all my brothers and sisters. Let us forget about the violent part in the election.
Okay.
Anybody get as our president for now, just as our president, so more now supported him, but because of what he's doing, more already convinced to follow him already. And then I will keep remain beyond the peace and forget about the violent part. Nobody want to go back to the tag days again.
Of course, nobody wants to.
Nobody want to go back to that.
Our children in school, all of that, we don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. We still taking calls this morning, putting your calls this morning, and be a part of this program. If you're just joining us, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. And this morning, we're talking about maintaining our peace. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
From Common Country.
Okay. Oh, you one of the aspiring?
Yes.
Yeah, what is your name?
Yeah, I'm Darrell Jenny, Darrell M. Jenny from Common Country, Common Country.
Okay, go ahead, make your point this morning.
Yeah. I'm very much grateful for the discussion this morning.
Okay.
And the peaceful people are like you. Yes, I said yes, people are generally in this country.
Come again?
I don't think to make a point that I said this is my generally in this country, that kind of people we need.
Okay.
Yeah. Local country is Liberia. Liberia is not developed. Local country is not from Liberia. It's not out of Liberia. And you live on there, you go to cause a problem there, you start free. We are saying no to Liberia violence.
Of course.
Liberia is all we are. They wouldn't make the level choice and you go to start and work together.
Your line is terrible. I'll have to end you there. You have to call back. You're making a salient point. I'm told that you are one of the candidates in Ball County there. Call back and make your point this morning. We're still taking calls this morning. Like I was saying, if you feel that Lofa County or Nimba or Maryland is not part of Liberia, that you can leave the capital, go out there and create chaos, kill people, and you feel you will not be judged as per the Constitution, you lying. So what I like now, what the joint security will do, you will not be judged as per your party. No, that party t-shirt will be removed from you. You will not be wearing CDC t-shirt, a judge you or United Party. No. You will be judged as a Liberian. They will use the Constitution to prosecute you. Don't think somebody will come and hammer or shoot you because you're from Party A or Party X. Don't think somebody will come and shoot you because you're from that party. No. Once you were involved, once you were part of those that did that crime, you will be prosecuted as per the Constitution. There is no special leverage for United Party partisans or special leverage for sedition. No. Liberia is for every one of us. This country is a law-abiding country. Don't think that you will do anything and go free. Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
It is something, Mr. Second.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you for the program.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is true that some.
Okay, we lost something. Call us back and make your point this morning. So let's see what you have to say this morning about Lofa incident, and what can you say about Davietta Brown Lasana's statement about a free, fair, and transparent election? What can you say about the joint security statement as well, saying that do not touch our peace. Do not touch our peace. Okay, this is what the joint security is saying. Do not touch our peace. Whether you from which party or party A or party S, don't tamper with the peace. Okay, so that's what it's saying this morning. So we're still taking in calls on our first segment. We're still taking in calls. Call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. This election, you saw for yourself, Alexander Cummings put up crowd this concerning. The field were packed to the extent that there was no way for people to enter. Unity Party, you saw the group that came outside for Unity Party as well. CDC, you saw it for yourself. They are thank you rally and they are launching. So are you going to say because you put crowd, so all of you should be president? Is that what you're going to say? How many president will be elected comes October 10? How many person? One person. One person will be elected. Not more than one person. Not more than one person. Only one single person will be elected president. Okay, so our orange line is down. Our orange line is down. So call us on 0880 907 907. I'm trying to work on it. When it's up, I will let you know. When it's up, I will let you know. So I think it's on now. We're still taking in your call. Call us this morning and be your part. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Mustafa Tucker calling from Banjao.
Go ahead, Mustafa. Make your point.
Firstly, I want to say a big thank to you for such a program.
Okay, Mustafa.
That we can express condolence to the bereaved family and advise our colleagues.
Okay.
Liberia, we're now up of violence. We experience so many violence, and at the end, we are being affected.
Okay.
Today, it was because of the violence they get a name they call Zogo.
Okay.
Because violence, that name never existed in Liberia before, but because of the 15-year violence we carry on, this is how load needs started coming up. And we want for it to be repeated. As you all know, Ambassador George Manewuya, he have a peaceful record. He served a lot of peace position around the world. So he's a man who deserves peace, and he will make sure that this election be peaceful, transparent, so that we can maintain stability and economic growth in Liberia.
Thank you.
So we are calling upon all partisans of CDC that remain patient and that remain patriotic, because we will win this election by God's grace through the ballot box, not by violent means.
Okay.
And also to the opposition bloc, please, competition, you expect one, either we carry or you carry. So we should not be too fast telling people that the election will be rigged. No, a backyard, a front of backyard. And we are not backyard, we'll make sure to stabilize and maintain the peace in Liberia. Thank you very much.
That's your contribution. Call us on 0880 907 907. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from? Okay, let's pick this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Stanley Teiga calling from Etobo.
Stanley, go ahead, make your point this morning.
Yeah, Mama, I'll understand and like your topic on the discussion this morning. And this is our journalist or the journalists we are looking at, or we are looking at in the country to preach peace to our people. Because the country Liberia for each and every one of us, and we're proud of the nation. What occurred in the far will not be repeated in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that follows the violence in the country will be prosecuted. So thank you very much for your topic on the discussion.
Thank you, Stanley. Thank you very much. We're still taking in calls. Call us on 0770907907 or 0880-907-907. Okay, let's pick this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel. We're calling from Raleigh Market.
Okay, Emmanuel, how is Raleigh Town this morning?
It's cool and kind.
Okay, Emmanuel, make your point.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for your topic this morning on discussion.
Okay.
And to all partisans of both Unity Party, petition, I want to say, we gotta be kind, we gotta be cool. Because this is like, bro, this is our country that we're born in. So we gotta be cool for this election. And to all peace-loving people of Liberia, I want to say thank you all so much for your patience. And this is our time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Emmanuel. So we're still taking in calls. Call us on 0880-907-907. Call us this morning and make your point. Call us on 0770-907-907 as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm
Emmanuel N. Freeman Jr., joining from District 2, Mosrado County.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Let me say thank you for the topic. But let me say this to my brother and sister who can just jump on the street and pray for politicians. The first thing you should know that in Accra, you will not find one of these people's family there. These people send their children abroad and they are getting good education, eating on time. Then you and myself, our family depending on them, will jump on the street to go fight for them. I think we need to be sensitive. Abroad is our only country. Some people not even get hope of leaving abroad or traveling anywhere. That only this place they get to be. So if we let's take care of our own abroad, for us to create problem for politicians any other day to leave or inside the room on our way. We don't want to be there.
Okay,
Thank you.
true. That's true. Okay, we still taking in calls. Call us on 080-907-907. Call us if you're following our internet. You want to call us on WhatsApp, call us on +231-880-698840. Call us as well if you follow our online radio. But we're still taking in calls this morning, and we're talking about maintaining our peace. And the last thing I was saying is that Nima, Lofa, Magibi, Cape Mount, all of these counties are part of Liberia. So if you go there and commit crime, you commit any crime there, don't think you will be judged as a partisan or as a foreigner. No, you will be judged as per our constitution. You will be required to pass through the justice system. If you take a life, there's a penalty for that as per our constitution. You will have to serve that term. You did the crime you committed. If they have to go to jail for a specific year, you will go to jail. So if you were killed for politician, know that that person will be out there. Maybe they will be president at that time, or senator or representative, while you serving your term in jail. Have you thought about that? Yes. Yes, it will be. You've been seeing it happening. You kill for any politician, you will be serving your tenure in jail while that person serving a position, maybe as president, senator, or vice, or even a representative. So let's see who will be the last caller for today, and we'll call this segment a day and move to our second segment. Okay, we're still taking in calls, and we have a little issue with our orange line, so we're only using the Lone Star. Call us on 080-907-907. Call us and be a part of this program. So let's take this last person. We call this segment a day. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Moses Sakit calling from Jacoton Rehab.
Go ahead, Moses.
That's why you're saying, no, I will call in, I'm a blind man, but then what we are saying to all of us in this country, that is all about the peace, how to maintain this peace, and then we are appealing to all of our brothers and sisters, all partisans. We are appealing to them to maintain the peace. Our fear, we the disabled, is we are hearing the rumor all around that when the time comes, everybody should stay home, do all other things, and we don't have eye to see. We don't know who will maintain us when we got to that place. And our children, some of them in school, people who can fix for us, help us, for our children to go to school, and when they escape the peace, to anything happen, where we and our children go, who will cater to us, and where we got to go. So we are appealing, especially me, I'm appealing to them to please leave the violence and join us that we all must be together as one to maintain the peace, at least that we all will enjoy it tomorrow. That's what I got to say this morning. Thank you very much for your hard work.
Thank you, Moses. And also encouraging you to go to the pool that day. Your disability doesn't mean you will not be escorted to catch your food, okay? You can go out that day. All right, Moses. Thank you. There'll be people there to assist you. So let's take a short break to be back on our second talking point.
The Joint Security condemns in the strongest terms the violence which occurred on Friday, September 29, 2023, in Foya, Lofa County. Preliminary investigation has confirmed that the violence, which led to 2 deaths, the wounding of several persons, and vandalism, was the result of clashes between individuals identified as supporters of the Congress for Democratic Change and the Unity Party. We call on all peace-loving citizens to join us in denouncing these evil and wicked acts perpetrated by criminally minded individuals. Violence has no place in our democracy. An election must represent a peaceful process by which citizens choose their leaders. We express our condolences to the families and relatives of those who lost their lives. The Joint Securities Special Investigation Team on Election Violence has arrived in Foya, Lofa County, and has since commenced investigation into the incident of Friday, September 29, 2023. Those found culpable shall face the full weight of the law. People must be made to understand that when they break the law, they will be held accountable. The Joint Security, following a comprehensive review of its election security plan, has commenced the deployment of law enforcement officers throughout the 15 counties of Liberia ahead of the Tuesday, October 10, 2023 elections. The officers being deployed, led by the Liberia National Police, are in addition to those already stationed in the counties. We wish to assure everyone of adequate security. We provide security during the voters' registration exercise. We are currently providing security to presidential candidates and to campaign rallies to ensure that candidates campaign freely. We continue to caution against incendiary, inciting, and violent rhetoric being delivered online, in the print and electronic media, and in our communities. Deliberate misinformation, disinformation, fake news, hate message, extreme militancy, both in dress code and deportment, by some of the young people in political parties, continue to pose a deeply concerning challenge. Those who incite violence are as guilty as those who commit the actual acts of violence. We urge those having grievances regarding the conduct of the elections to direct their grievances to the appropriate court of law and not seek to settle them in the streets. Under our law, an aggrieved individual cannot be a plaintiff, judge, jury, and executioner. Law enforcement is prepared and willing to work with members of the public in preserving the peace. The men and women in uniform are your friends. They are trained to respect and protect you. We ask that you also respect them as they represent the rule of law. Law enforcement and the public must work together collaboratively and supportively. Law enforcement is prepared and willing to work with members of the public in preserving the peace. The men and women in uniform are your friends. They are trained to respect and protect you. We ask that you also respect them as they represent the rule of law. Law enforcement and the public must work together collaboratively and supportively. Notwithstanding law enforcement's willingness to work with the public in preserving the peace, no one has a right to disrupt the peace. Anyone or group thinking otherwise must reconsider. We caution members of the public not to test the resolve of the joint security. Any attempt by anyone to disrupt the peace will be met with the full force of the law.
Okay, that was the voice of Councillor Dean making his own contribution to this program. So, on the second segment, I'm going to be doing two things. The first one I want us to look at this morning will be a hint from Clarence Jackson's son stabbing to death, and there's a lady called Sarah Student who is alleged to stealing a child. But also, we will be looking at District 10. Uh, 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 there's a pool we want to do that this morning in district number 10, Monserrado County. We want to know because that district is one of the hottest districts in the whole of Liberia, with the exception of Foya now that have come on the map, but district 10. We saw us as a BBC reporter yesterday. She was at the lawmaker house. She did a special interview with Yeke Koluba as well yesterday. But we want to do a opinion poll in that district. But this morning we want to take the statement about Clarence Jackson son being stabbed to death.
The incident occurred on October 1st, 2023, where there was an altercation between Maima Gibson, age 33, and Jackson's son. Due to the altercation, her brother Aruna Ja, the brother came and in defense of the sister and allegedly stabbed Jackson and absconded. But through the effort of the police, he was arrested around the river bank trying to get a canoe to cross on the Yukutan side. He was picked up from the river bank and will having presently at Central Headquarters on ongoing investigation. Then we would also like to inform the public that another suspect was arrested, a lady by the name of Stella Sony. He stole a child from Morovia and took the child to Bapudo. So we contacted our team in Bapudo. They were able to pick her up and they brought her back to Morovia. So we have her here presently under detention and we are connecting the child with. The incident occurred on October 1st, 2023, where there was an altercation between Maima Gibson, age 33, and Jackson's son. Due to the altercation, her brother Aruna Ja, the brother came and in defense of the sister and allegedly stabbed Jackson and absconded. But through the effort of the police, he was arrested around the river bank trying to get a canoe to cross on the Yukutan side. He was picked up from the river bank and will having presently at Central Headquarters on ongoing investigation. Then we would also like to inform the public that another suspect was arrested, a lady by the name of Stella Sony. She stole a child from Morovia and took the child to Bapudo. So we contacted our team in Bapudo. They were able to pick her up and they brought her back to Morovia. The incident occurred on October 1st, 2023, where there was an altercation between Maima Gibson, age 33, and Jackson's son. Due to the altercation, her brother Aruna Ja, the brother came and in defense of the sister and allegedly stabbed Jackson and absconded. But through the effort of the police, he was arrested around the river bank trying to get a canoe to cross on the Yukutan side. He was picked up from the river bank and will having presently at Central Headquarters on ongoing investigation. Then we would also like to inform the public that another suspect was arrested, a lady by the name of Stella Sony. She stole a child from Morovia and took the child to Bapudo. So we contacted our team in Bapudo. They were able to pick her up and they brought her back to Morovia. So we have her here presently under detention and we are connecting the child with the family.
Okay, you heard that for yourself. So before we go to our talking point, I will just take this one from Facebook shortly. Samira Walla said, good morning, Grace, and to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Keep up the good work. I'm told that she visiting the hospital for a regular checkup. So this one said, Dolodge said, thank for all you do. Thank you very much too as well. Shiaka said, "Good morning, VOM. I'm following you from Kakatan City. Keep it up, keep it on with the peace message. Thank you very much. That what this station is noted for." Our producer Denti Wia said, "I'm following as well." So thank you, Denti. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you to the Liberian people. So this morning, our first talking point, the other chispa. Hmm. Oh God, Liberian women, they never cease to amaze us. They never cease to amaze us. So you heard a police spokesman, that was Mose today. The police RG himself, sorry. How will you steal a baby? That's the question. So first of all, let's see how pregnancy treats people. I'm not going to get any expert on that because I have 3 living children. You will not sleep. Sometimes you don't eat. You vomit. Restless nights. Sometimes the parents, they follow even work out on you. You struggle for 9 months carrying your child. If you wanted this child, my sister, why you couldn't just come and say, "Oh, please, give me the child, let it be my own," or because I'm having difficulties in conceiving? Why did you have to steal another person's child? This is something that we should condemn. You don't just walk and take people's child and think, say, because Liberia big, you go to another place, they will not find you. And I want to use this occasion to extend thanks to the Liberia National Police for the level of work they are doing in this country. Because if you feel that you can get away with crime in this country, those days are gone. Now we don't have that in our country anymore. Any crime you commit is just simple to grab you. Very simple. So you heard for yourself that this lady stole this baby from Morovia. Then she escaped to Babolu. And we also heard about Clarence Jackson, one of like tough talking journalist, Clarence Jackson, that his son was stabbed to death and the perpetrator tried to run away, but he was caught as well. So let's look at it from this angle. Why would someone have the motive to kill a young innocent boy in the middle of this difficult political arena? If you do things like this now, it brings us on our knees as media practitioners to ask ourselves, what have we done wrong? What have we done wrong? Why walk to this guy's house and kill his child? Why? Why do you have to do that? I'm told that he was defending his sister. If that is the case, what motive do you think the perpetrator had to end a life? I always tell people, if you cannot give life, don't take it. Even with the mothers that born babies, once that child come out of, even before, once that child pass 2-3 months, any harm that before that child, even by you, the mother, you can be prosecuted for it. That's why in our country, abortion that is carried on, that is not legal. Maybe the only legal abortion we have if you have health complication. Health complication, you can be recommended by the doctor to undergo abortion. But apart from that, if you kill a baby or any other person, you will be prosecuted. So why do you think that the perpetrator had that motive? Somebody has suffered behind their child. The child reached the age to give them water to drink. Then that is the time you go and end their life. Why are we so fast in this country to destroy than to fix? Remember the Civil War we fought, we still fixing this country. We still struggling to put things back on course. It's just past few months before we start noticing electricity in Banca, Bomi, all those counties. People have been struggling there for electricity for quite a year since the Civil War. Why are we quick to act in this country? That's why I tell people most of these killings going on. Drop your comment on Facebook. You have to participate. Okay, drop your comment on Facebook and we'll be glad to read them as well. Most of the killings going, most of the things happening in this country, I want to level it down to the Civil War. If not for the Civil War, where people were brave, excuse me, you can be passing as a pregnant woman, people request that they see the baby you carrying. And they will get that baby out and see that baby. That's some of the bravery we saw in the Civil War. You be holding your own child, they will just come and start arguing, this child is sweet, this child is not sweet. Before you know what's supposed to happen will happen. The bravery that Liberian got from the Civil War, that's what they still traveling with today. So most of these crimes, most of these perpetrators, it may not be them, but their fathers witnessed these things. And in the home they're from, they are faced with domestic violence. So they feel the only way to exhibit their anger is to use force. It's to use force. But if these perpetrators, those that fight the war, was brought to court, judge, and maybe the TLC recommendation, which talk about counseling, were provided for these perpetrators, you will have them integrated into society, and they will mean well for the society than what we have today. We don't have a good society, I will tell you for free. There are people that are trying their best to discipline themselves and their children in a way that they will grow, that they will represent this country. There are also some people who are trying to manipulate the growth of children. From the domestic violence they receive, that's how violent they get out there. That's how they treat their wives. That's how they treat their friends in schools. That's how they do what they do out there. For someone of the same age to go to defend his sister, and for a young man to just pick out knife and stab him to death, as for me, it have a trickle-down effect on psychosocial counseling. It has a trickle-down effect on psychosocial counseling, I tell you. I will tell you, even in this tough political season, we notice that journalists that are on the spotlight are even afraid too. Because if you see Clarence Jackson, one of those that analyze and is balanced on his platform most often, I don't know that his son could be brutalized in that manner. What about the other people, or those that serve him as well? They feel threatened, they feel afraid. This is a serious cause for alarm for the media community. So if we want our best for this country, if we want this country to get on path, if we want this country to be better, I recommend a serious psychosocial counseling for the youthful generation. The quote-unquote people you refer to as disenchanted youth, they need counseling. We're talking about drugs, the passage of the drug law, talking about people that are taking drugs. Most of these things are the root cause of most of the problem we have in this country. We had a civil war that we experienced. People took drugs to kill people. People have to be high before they hold their hand to shoot people. Those same people, you brought them in society without providing counseling for them, without guiding them. They start having children. That drugs, they have to pass it down to their children. These are the things that affect us today. And this country cannot get better if we don't start from where the problems start from. Even this electoral violence we're having today, if you do correct investigation, check the blood of those people that are on camera and killing each others, you will find drugs in their blood. You will find out that some of them are people that fought this war as child soldiers. So if you see civil society actors and advocate group, or people calling for the establishment of the War and Economics Crime Court, you feel they're trying to just target somebody. They are not targeting anybody. They mean well for this society. I was living in the same Nima United community, my friend and I. Her baby girl, she sent just from a distance, from very short distance, to get pimple for her little brother. Somebody grabbed that child, keep the child at night, raped the child, 6-year-old girl, and killed her and brought the body in front of her house. Then you tell me that person is normal. No, that person is not normal. That person is mentally sick. Political actors cannot work to you as intelligent and decent you are, knowing you're not taking drugs or nothing, and influence you to the extent that you will want to go to take life on camera. Nobody, it can happen to. unless you have a tray of alcohol or drugs. So the root cause of our problem is not now. Have to go back to the Civil War, have to go to the establishment of the War Economics Crime Court to be able to make sure that perpetrators be brought to justice for past gruesome war crimes. People that committed carry out massacres, that living freely. For instance, let's just put it this way. I'm a young person. I found out my uncle killed people before. The law didn't do anything to my uncle. Like what happened to Clarence's son? Let me go and do my own yard. Just put me in jail. They free me. Please, Liberians, this country should be placed above all selfish interest. Why would you end someone's life in that manner? I condemn the fact that you even meditate to think about doing that. People are so sick to the extent you'll be a keke. Somebody, the last time in a keke coming from school, coming, a person say, Grace, the way you just sitting, I just feel like pushing you off this keke. Can you imagine a responsible older person will tell you that? That means the person imagine how they will push me off the keke. That's the same thing. Most of the crimes we have in our country are premeditated. If you don't wet the mind gets sick sometimes. And because of the frustration, the pain, the trauma people went through during the war, some of them were compelled as child soldiers to take lives. They had to be given drugs that intoxicated them to do that. Today, they cannot live a normal life like you and myself. Some people just have fun killing people. Some people are suffering from that. They are sick. They are sick. These are the same people politicians use to destabilize every country. These are the same people they refer to as disenchanted youth. And yet, they are not finding solution to these problems. So that's my own analysis this morning. So shortly, I want to lay the basic for District 10. The interaction, because by 9:30 we'll be opening the line. I left with 8 more minutes. The whole District 10. Let's focus on the 3 biggest people in the rich banner that we know. One, the first one will start from Alfred Grayhead. 1, 2, Josephine Davis. 3, the Boone himself, Yeke Kaluba the Cubans. So this morning, when you put it in your call, we want to encourage every Liberian to turn up. If you of age, go and cast your vote. So if you're going to the pool that day to vote, just tell us, yes, I will be going to cast my vote. We support that. If you want District 10, the 3 persons are listed. If you get another person you want to talk about, no problem. But I'm just giving some people that are in the Rixia name. Okay, we have Alfred Grayer, we have Josephine Davis, and we have Yeke Kaluba. District 10. Tell us who you're supporting. Because that district is of interest. There are a lot of threats have been coming from that district. So we're going to follow every activities that goes on in that district. And if you are voting October 10, turn up and go and vote. If you are not, also tell us, then we will ask you why and be able to see if we can dialogue as well. But if you see things happening, there's a root cause to these things. And for Clarence Jackson's son murderer, I tell you, every killing in this country is premeditated because of the Civil War. People think about these things. Like I'm giving you my experience. You and one mature guy coming from Fenner Camp or Ryan coming in person tell you, say, Grace, I just feel like pushing you. I just imagine the way I will push you from the keke. Are you serious? These are some of the things that happen that we overlook. These people are sick in the Western world. People that go through this kind of thing are taken to hospital and their mind is treated. But Liberian, we left our own war victims, our war perpetrators. We left them untended to them. We put them in society. These same people that use drugs to abuse us, rape us, kill us. We put them in society. They born children. They pass that same thing down to our children. And today we're looking for solution. Let us go back to the root cause of our problems. Unless we go back to the root of our problems, we cannot solve our problem. Thank God we're going to October to vote. We're going October 10, this October the 10th to vote. Anyone that will be president, please, let us work with them closely to make sure that even if you people don't want war crime court, that these victims, those that have that psychosocial issues, they're struggling with it. There are a lot of Liberians. Some people say when a year goes on, they can be howling on the tables, even for movies. Liberians are sick. They are struggling. Even Liberians are strong people. That why you see some of them now. Even you don't see the mental health people. What we call the people that are crazy. We now see them plenty in the street because people are sick. They are just fighting it the African way. You have to be strong. Don't think about it. Some people go to bed. They don't sleep at night because of that memory they have. Coming down again, we were faced with Ebola. That memory to trickle down something on Liberians. So any government that will come, we shouldn't be condemning or talking about kush coming or drugs coming or drugs coming. No. What are some of the recommendations you will give to the government that these drugs that the people using that will be able to heal the next generation from it, which is their children? Some of these recommendations include psychosocial counseling. Today, that Clarence Jackson a victim. They will put that perpetrator in jail. But my question I want to ask, like when people with that child come back to life, that child can never be brought back to life. That life is gone. We lost it. Somebody will get out and kill that wife for cassava the rest. Somebody for dry meat. Do you think all these murders are something that normal? In this tough political period, our lead talk show host, you collected his son and stabbed him. Why did this have to happen at this time? So now that the investigation is ongoing, the police is talking about it. And we also talk about a lady that collected somebody baby, and escaped with it to Bapolu. Can you imagine? You couldn't ask for the child where people willing to give that children to live with people all around. You come over to see people to carry Bapolu. Were you carrying that child to take care of the child, or you wanted to go use it for sacrifice? These are the questions I'm sure the police asking you right now. Or you having problem giving birth. Where's all the small children giving birth? You can't talk to them and okay, me one of that child that is stay with me. Children in Africa, yeah, we don't need adoption. You can just walk to anybody, they give you child, and that child can carry your name. You live happily with that child. Why steal somebody else's own child from Moreover and take it down to Bapolu, and you think the police will not locate you? So this morning, if you from District 6, I repeat, if you from District 6, not District 6, sorry, District 10. I'm from District 6, so every time I talk about District 10, 6. But District 10, Masorado County. After Gray, I will talk a little bit about his platform, include the recommendation to the House of Rep if he's elected that every hospital should have a medication for the flushing out of drugs, and that's his own platform in coming way, talking about Congo Town or being transition to city. That's some of his platform, and that of Josephine Davis, she's talking about women inclusion, talking about transforming the district, and Africa also to his platform also talk about the flooding in the Oro district and in Cuban, Yeke Koluba talk about fighting drugs and getting rid of corruption. So these are the people that I know so far from us. I know other people, but these are the people that are media friendly and we have information about. So this morning we're going to be conducting a opinion poll for that district, and there are a lot of threats that have been coming from that district that if anyone temper with a vote for that district, there will be no peace for that district. So the Cuban has been making those threats as well. So, like I said this morning, election cannot be rigged easily because everyone will have that representation in the polling room. Everyone will have to have somebody that will serve as observer, and they will make their own recommendation. They will be signatory to the tally sheet. So this morning, if you want to be a part of this program, following us on Facebook, drop your comment on all the talking point we have. Drop your comment, and we will be glad to read them as well. Drop your comment, and if you want to okay, this person said, Evangelist Zaza said, watching you this morning from Philadelphia. Thank you for what all you do. Thank you, Evangelist. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate that. Thank you. So this morning, if you're following us on Facebook and you want to call us, you can call us on if you're following our online phone online radio, you can phone us on WhatsApp on +231 0880 69 8840 plus 231-880-698-840 for WhatsApp. If you want to call our landline, you want to talk about Clarence Jackson issue, talk about the lady that stole somebody baby, or you want to talk about District 10, or you also tell us who you who you supporting in District 10. Call us on 0770-907-980-907. The opinion poll this morning, we will have to read the result afterward for District number 10. So the three person I listed this morning is Josephine Davis and Alfred Gray and Dalo Yeke Koluba. Okay, we lost that person. We're still taking in calls. Call us and be a part of this program. Let's see this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Savannah Story.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just waking up. Yeah, still waking up.
Yeah, Savannah, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I have been trained by NET and Will, and I live in district number 10.
Wow.
Specifically around the whole community there.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Will be flexing for me to tell you my candidate that I
No.
support?
There are other talking points. So since you're working for NEG, we'll not take that.
All right, thank you. Yeah, for the incident of the lady took the baby, I showed him a business educator and brother justice. And I know it's very reason strong questioning. And then for the other guy who was that, I share his education will be real. So we hold it for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Peter Watson, Johnny from 15th Street Singer.
Okay, Peter, go ahead, make your point.
Yeah, but the little story, little child. That little child, we don't do my brother-in-law, who is my girlfriend, and a better.
So why did she do it? Why? Why did she do that?
They live in the community for body. My brother live Slayway community.
Okay.
And she was in the community with them, but say that she left the community. So when my sister not gave bread, the child when I is 4 months old. So she came around to visit in the community. And the doctor two boys, they have another two boys. I mean, one girl, one boy. So the last feeling was she left the girl in the house to go and get medicine for the children. After she left, now the girl to a baby. She went to ball paper. They put the post. She got on board, but no her. In the community, so they know how more. So she got on board, but she left with the child. And I tell you, at 2 o'clock, they check. They couldn't see the baby. They slept Friday. That someone told the boy, we saw our friend picking up baby, but we not saw our baby was better before. So that they went left, yeah, they went Friday, they went back for them. And when they went, the ready for them, they were able to see the girl. She said to the child, one man, she told me that she was praying for the man, she left the place. So she went to get the child to the man, she said, okay, I left her, yeah, I've been praying, yeah, the child is 4 months old. So when they went to see the man, they in the chest of the father, what you see that child for the man. So how they arrested her. And when I did the child over there.
Okay, thank you for the information.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you calling from, brother?
Yeah, I'm not Freeman once again, Terry from District 2.
Go ahead, make your point this
morning.
Yeah,
they're telling our brother and sister who are on the street taking this sustenance. You know, telling people to you. And seeing people who running beyond today in the sun and the rain and beating us, killing us for the dinner, they are the same people that are breaking this thing. And secondly, the same people that force our brother and sister to take this thing, they are the same people in the house there.
Okay.
So I don't think even if this government move, the jobs benefit will continue to be increasing. No government, no parliament will say when they get in power, they will quit jobs.
Okay, that's your own point. Thank you, brother. Thank you. We're still taking calls. Putting your call this morning and be a part of this discussion. Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
Okay, I'm Daniel Baeza.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Thank you for stopping on a discussion in the morning.
Okay.
But my, idea, sister, the thing is talking. You see the war that makes people brave. But the only way
for the young people, this time, yeah, when they get on something, they're waiting to go something because when it's finished, say, I'll go something, they will free him. So, that is full key in place, but when you kill today, they investigate when they kill when they kill you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's your own
Thank you, sir.
recommendation. Thank you. Okay, we're still taking in calls. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is William Talker, calling from Congo.
Go ahead, Williams. Make your point this
Also, I would like to speak to my man, Karen Jackson. You know, issue about killing his son.
Yeah.
The young man who do that thing. Look, my child sitting here, he's here for my man, for that little boy. Who knows who that child could be? He could become the next president, the next senator, the next doctor. But this country, someone just come from outside, nothing else, he can't go kill him for nothing.
I'm telling you.
Look, my recommendation, I made it as I sitting here now, I will not talk. My recommendation to the government, the all state of October, I want for them to come by the community because they pay too much now in Liberia. Because when somebody can say, yeah, I will kill to put me in jail, 7 times, they will put me outside. My recommendation to the government that you got to give out the executive marshal when you kill, well, let them kill you. The way people say it good. When you kill them, kill you. No time to kill is very a fault for the moral of them. It's very good. Because you can be voting on the job.
That's your point. That's your point this morning. We're still taking in calls. Call and tell us what you make of the talking points we have. We're also having a poll for district number 10, Maserati County. And we had 3 persons that we're talking about: Josephine Terrace, we talk about Yekia Koluba, and Alfred Greer for that district. No one so far has called to tell us anything of who they're supporting in that district, and to tell us also if they're voting October 10. We're still taking calls. Call us on 0770-907-907-80-907-907. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I would be glad to tell Nigeria will be on a Christian principle. So we don't need any of that to our people. So I recommend
Yaga Koluba?
No, I'm not supporting her same issue. I support it to serve.
Okay, Davis.
Yeah, because I is very arrogant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Davis won. Thank you. We're still taking in calls this morning. Call us and tell us who you're supporting from district number 10, who you're supporting. And I'll talk about some of our talking points as well. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara.
This is Grace. Go ahead.
Okay, Grace, yeah. Good morning, Grace. My name is Roman William.
Go ahead, but make your point.
You know what we see happening this time now, we're going to be calling our location again.
All right.
My name is Roman William, calling from District 13.
Okay.
Let me say thank you for the topic of this question.
All right.
You know, I don't know how some people can really take their bony beneath to be. You know, Sarah, the story in the Bible, Sarah was like, I don't know, 90 years plus, you know, she never had child. Until God had, God turned riches, and she was able to get child. So if you feel like maybe you don't have child and you want child, the thing that other people do, you know, I guess some of them, they probably, some of them, the time for them to born, they will be taking off belly, and sometimes the pregnancy that you are taking off, sometimes you only have one egg there to produce child for you, and then that egg you are destroying nonsense. So how will you be able to produce any child again if you are already destroyed the egg? So now, when they in the relation down, if they men begin to ask them for child or to give them child, that's the time that they will be going around stealing people's children. And you see, even if you want child, there are many children these days, many people these days, even one for their.
Okay, we're going to take the Lone Star line for now. Let's take the Lone Star line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sekonte Moliva and I'm calling from Pan.
Sekonte, longest time. How are you?
Sekonte, thank you for that.
Go ahead, make your point this morning, G.
Yeah, the point is the political issue in Liberia. When anybody kill a friend, they grab them, they kill them back. Because right now in Liberia, when supposed to win something, when you go that way, kill you, nothing will move forward. I was joking, they came me to jail, they bring me, but it's very, very wrong in the country here for first thing. It's wrong.
Human rights, we shouldn't do that.
Human rights must make sure they try and they won't do that. I didn't want to do to the first person, the second person, you see people be scared to kill people. You know, that kill a friend, when you see it's very, very wrong that are Christian. So they're supposed to be kill you, kill me, I kill you. So you kill one person, they come and hold you, they kill you too.
Okay.
They will be all right.
That's your recommendation, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I was on the line with Obama William.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, let me just close up. You know, these days people we getting brave by taking life away. They even have visited to account into this country, it begin to spoil it because when we go and kill somebody at the end they say, oh, you just come in jail, I'll be free at the end. Your sister and someone doing something you don't ask as a brother or as a relative. Then you pick up neck or you pick up instrument and go and stab the person to death. So what? Now the person has been dead. What you want to happen now? It's, the human rights business in the country is like we need to visit this human rights issue because if somebody willingly take away life of another person, that person should be killed the same way. Or else somebody will more people became around here. Let over under. We just all over under today. People beating people will say, I think the same when you beating rats or I think the same when you beating animal with it. So the issue of taking away people's life in this country, I think it is not good for us as a country.
Thank you.
If someone doing something you don't like, they have the law, you go to the law will say, oh, you wrong or you right. So Liberians, let's stay away from violence. Let's stay away from taking people's lives on a foolish thing. It is not right. The life you get today can be a president, can be the next minister, can turn Liberia around today for the betterment of our future.
Thank you,
Thank you for your time, my sister.
Thank you. Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Pastor William and Capena from Kakata.
Pastor, go ahead. You have to put a little energy in your voice, please.
Yeah, let me first condemn the act of killing that little boy.
Okay.
So you see, Liberians, we started thing and we never look up to God to do the end. You see, Jesus for the country, and he decided to put the country together by getting harsh law that when anybody kill, anybody steal, you should be killed. I think that time we should have given the chance to what? To tell us back that everybody has to go back to normality. But you see, the children that never saw the war, they are more brave than even those that fought the war. When you go to the Liberia-VOL compound, the children that were born in the 2000s, they are too much in jail than even those that experienced the war. So, and what's suffering and the government that will suffer other government is that the past government, they kind of documented the time that Liberia was not too mature and they started to document. When we're talking about drugs, people are complaining in the government, but I can tell you, it started from the past government, the time it started getting breath. If we are putting stop to it. When drip started entering the country during Judy Bryant time, when Judy Bryant government said they didn't want to see drip, I think we cannot see drip again. So the past government has the charisma, they has the power at that time to say, yeah, indeed we are putting stop to drug, but they never did it. The drugs now they are already mature. So for any government to just cannot to put stop to drug, we have. So the past government make a mistake for this. They don't document the start human rights. What's up again in the country harder. But for me, I think we have to go back. And anybody that maybe that kill and then they know that you are wrong for doing that, I think you should be penalized and then it will be a fact. But the idea of a human right is not giving right to the like what about the other people that they are killing? What is their right? So that's a thank you this morning. We condemn the act in Lopa and we condemn the act of killing a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you very much. We're still taking in calls. Call us on 0770-907-907. 0880-907-907. Call us this morning and give your thoughts on our talking point. And if you're from district number 10, we're conducting opinion poll. So far, so good. Josephine Davis in the lead from district number 10. She's in the lead. You can call us as well and tell us what you make of Afro Grey Head platform, Josephine Davis platform, and Yeke Kaluba. And if you will be going October 10 to cast your votes as well, call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Good morning. Some colors come with us.
Yeah, go ahead.
I support Albert J.B. Cooper.
Ka?
Albert J.B. Cooper.
Alfred
Number
Cooper?
3. Yeah, Albert J.B. Cooper.
Alfred
Number 3.
Cooper. Alfred Cooper. Thank you. Number 3. Okay, Alfred Cooper and Josephine Dewey is in the lead right now for district number 10. Maserati County, we have Josephine Dewey 1, Yeke Koluba 0, Alfred Greyhead 0, Alfred Cooper 1. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Anime, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Mercy Sir calling from district number 10, 6 Island to be specific.
Who are you supporting for representative?
I prefer Josephine Davis as the next representative.
Okay, thank you. That's your point. Anything else?
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Josephine Dewey is up with 2. Yeke Koluba 0. Alfred Greer 0. Alfred Cooper 1. We're still taking in your pool from district number 10, Maserati County. And we're talking about the death of Clarence Jackson's son as well. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mama.
Go ahead,
James Smith.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
Josephine Davis.
Okay. Josephine Davis is in the lead right now. So Yaka Kaluba supporters, where are you guys? Where are you? Alfred Greer supporter, where are you as well for district number 10? Alfred Cooper, where are you as well? So these are the people that are making headway in our district right now. And Josephine Davis is up in the lead as per this pood. So this morning, if you feel that you can take life and everything will go smoothly, there are some recommendations that have been coming in, and mostly lawyer and all. But once again, human rights is important. We have to protect our lives. We have to make sure that maybe the person were not to themselves when they did the act. Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they were on drugs. Maybe it's alleged that they did not do it. So we have to follow the human rights proceedings, the international standards when it comes to prosecution. So Liberia do not practice death penalty anymore. So when you kill, you will go to jail and serve your term. And if the government see a fit so for you to have partner, you'll be partner, you'll be freed. If not, you will stay there. But the fear of Liberians is why is it killing keep increasing? Keep increasing every day, people killing each others. Every day, people killing each others. So we still taking call this morning. We still taking calls on Facebook. We still taking comments as well. Let's see if we have any new comments here this morning. Okay, we don't have anything. Okay, James seriously I support Yeke Koluba. This is one from Facebook. Yeke Koluba is up with 1. James David is saying he supports Yeke Koluba. So we'll take this one. So call us on 0770-907-907. Call us this morning and tell us who you supporting from district number 10, Maserati County. What do you make of the lady that have to steal her friend baby because she promised her sweetheart that she was pregnant? These are some of the gist we're following this morning. So if you're pregnant, I ain't see you. You get birth, then you go collect somebody baby. You get amen. Amen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
KB Johnson of Oro.
Go ahead, KB.
Yeke Koluba.
Okay. Honorable Koluba is up with 2 as well. So we're still taking call. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we lost these 2 calls right here. So we still expecting your call. What motivated you to take your friend baby? Why do you even have to tell the man you're pregnant when nothing there? Yeah, man. I think we had to do that. I better have to do. Then you go collect your friend baby, you carry it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Ramsey Dati, born on Oro.
Yeah, go ahead, Ramsey.
For the Yeke Koluba.
Yeke Koluba is up with 3. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Who are you supporting? District number 10, Maserati
I
County.
have representative.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the topic of the discussion. My name is May Blai. I'm calling you from the community.
Go ahead, May.
The woman I tell her friend today. I show her all that she will enjoy for me. If you get proper, tell the man, you know that man, I really want child for you. Tell you say that the proper again. If he want that child for you, you tell you say let's find solution to the problem. Then you will know 8 years when you born for him, you will enjoy. But let me go to the cave in the country. The cave in the start way back. From the day the people are brought war in the country, if they were coming press against them, before somebody came chicken, they will ask for instruction. But anybody can do anything and go free. People that care what people in the town here, they're leading up. Somebody can hear and get any kind of statement they see they say anything they want to. But come on out can say, but if I care to him, I will be free. Because of you see, you there. You care, you there. You love somebody, you there. They not get special people in there. So thank you.
Thank you. That's your point. Thank you very much. So we're still taking in calls. Put in your calls this morning and make your own contribution in the second segment of this program. We don't have time in our favor, or you drop your comment on Facebook and we will be glad to read it as well. Call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. It's View from District number 10. We're having a pool this morning. As we stand, Yeke Koluba and Josephine Dere are in the lead for a representative candidate in our district ahead of October 10th. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
How are you this morning?
I'm perfect. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, my name is Tia Latifa.
Yeah.
I call from Chipodo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how to even express myself. This country, all of the terrible things that are happening in this country is because we elect those that did terrible things in this country, and then they take position, they say a whole lot of remarks on air, say a whole lot of things. So that's the one that has it come to this country. This country not supposed to be where it is today. I just see signs of those that go stand in the line, in the sun, in the rain, and go show people that did terrible things in this country that get the country where it is today. I just see signs for them.
Thank you.
And those that are doing killing in this country, God is watching. No sin go unpunished.
Thank you.
Everyone on it, God, that reward.
Thank you. Good morning. You as I say.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will be voting for Yeke Koluba.
Okay, thank you. That's your point.
I'm calling for Oro Keita.
Yeah, that's your point. Okay, let's see if we can take another call this morning. We're still taking calls. We're taking 3 more. Yeke Koluba is in the lead as we speak. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Quickly, your name and where you calling from?
My honorable is Yeke Koluba.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, my name is Vincent Brian calling from Oro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be voting for Yeke Koluba.
You call first. We don't do that here. Good morning. Okay, we lost that person. Keep putting in your calls this morning on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-9007. Go ahead.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, if you call, please put strength in your voice, okay? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, quickly, go ahead.
Yeah, you are speaking of Prince Johnson.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, let me speak to the issue firstly. I would like to speak to the issue of the killing Benin within our country.
Okay.
You see, you got people in the country that sometimes they just depend on authority. Oh, my uncle this, my uncle that, my uncle that love me, call it one I want so at the end. It will just cause problem in the country, the war with impunity, and they cannot be prosecuted. You find people killing at the end, you go to jail for 2, 3 months, then one the other guy say I killed 5 times, and I only went to jail 1 time. These are things that is not right. Even in the country, when you call somebody here, just they are told no, they should cut their own off. This is how we go with Moses law. And the only way somebody can start, if you kill, they should kill you.
Okay.
When you steal, catch you, will kill you. And the thing that will see the drugs in the country, because the issue of taking drugs, people just keep taking drugs in Liberia, and when they take it, they get crazy, traumatized, everything. So when we start killing the unuseful people of society,
And the third, people who are useful will start to live in peace.
Thank you. That's your contribution. We get one more call to take and call this segment a day. Uh, two more calls, two more. Just put in your call this morning. Tell us. Shortly we'll be announcing the opinion pool. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Esther. I'm calling from the city. I'm voting for Honorable Yeke Koluba.
That's your choice. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, who are you voting for shortly?
My name is Howard B. Kennedy calling from district number 4 Muscle in my Gidi County.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my sister, I just want to say something this morning to we the Liberian people that just killing each and every service. I want to say my sympathy to the Bereaved family this morning. I say let them say heart because the same people were yesterday is the same people of today. The same people that were killed in the same government and they want to come back in this government again. So see our old people going down. I'm so sorry for the death of that lady, but it rather pain me to the extent that I don't really know what to do.
Okay.
I really want to say sorry to the things to the bereaved family this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Good morning. Okay, that's all the time we have for call this morning. So Yaka Kaluba is in the lead. We will check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yaka Kaluba from the opinion poll conducted accumulated 6 votes. Why Josephine Davis accumulated 3 votes. Alfred Grayhead of that district accumulated 0 votes. Alfred Cooper accumulated 1 vote. That's for district number 10, Maserado County. So this morning we digested the joint security statement on the who be electoral violence in that of Lofa Foya, to be precise, and Councilor Dean talk about don't test our resolved peace, to not touch it. Okay, and also we talk about the Rieta Brown Lasana condemning and dismissing any form of raking elections comes October 10. And I also explain the whole process, how the process will be done and carried out to you. And we'll also talk about Clarence Jackson, a son that was stabbed to death. We talk about a lady that attempted stealing someone's baby, and she went to Bapolu, but the police were able to rescue the child. She told her husband that she was pregnant, and she came to Morovia. She left here. She said she put the breast. She went. She collected somebody's baby and took it to the man. These are things that happens around us. So we all participated, and it was fun. For the opinion pool from District 10, Yaka Koluba won the opinion pool from District 10. So thank you for following today's segment of the program. Good morning, Liberia. I want to say thank you to Secret, who is in Kakatan and relaying this on our Voice of Liberia from that side. I also want to say thank you to our producer, Denti Wia, who sits behind the camera and making sure that this program is live and for the online radio as well. My name is Grace Williams Joshua. Till we meet tomorrow for another section of this program where I'll be serving you hot cup of coffee with Samira Wala. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day. Thank you.